The Four Seasons and the Four Seasons calendar. Every year, I've developed an approach to remain conscious in my life using the Four Seasons calendar. And every springtime, on the day of butterfly, I draw the butterfly cards, the butterfly spread from the medicine cards to see what my vibrations will be throughout the entire year. The the Mayan calendar is in actuality, and besides the fact that it's been over 7 years ago, is the evolution of consciousness, and now that it's over, too many of us unconsciously are waiting for destruction to change society for the better. Everybody been trying to or wishing that something would happen in December 2012 to change the consciousness of humanity. And although there is still so much unconsciousness in the world right now that's wreaking havoc upon the environment, we need to awaken to ourselves and to become conscious if we are to change society for the better, because if we don't change within ourselves, nothing will change. So I use the Four Seasons calendar to remain conscious every single day, and I invite you to join me on the 27th of March 2019 for this childlike activity that and I called it childlike because, you know, children likes to play with cards, and you know, so I use the cards, and I use the Eye of Horus stone tablets to help me to understand on a spiritual level where I am consciously and how do I need to improve my life. So I've been doing this for the last 21 years, and I'm making this recording on the 18th of the 18th of March 2019, and today is the final day of the 21-year cycle of the world, and today is the final day in the year of the world. So today, for 21 years, I've been doing this calendar, and it's amazingly accurate as far as the spiritual status in my life is concerned. And I always share with people as much as I can the activity, the opportunity to get to know yourselves on an intimate, conscious level, and unite our energies to become one in heart and mind, so that we can change society for the better. And I've been practicing the Four Seasons from Vivaldi on the piano, and it's the piano version. And I just like to use this approach as another approach to invite people to join me in this activity and join our energies together so that we can change society for the better. It's totally up to you whether you want to join us or not. I'm not sure who's doing it now. It doesn't matter who's doing it. The most important thing is that we are all conscious. We are all on the same vibrational level. And in actuality, I see the Four Seasons calendar as being the best approach to help us to lift our conscious level, our collective conscious level higher, so that we can truly enjoy a new era in the age of Aquarius, where truth, freedom can be realized in actuality and enjoyed by the entire world. So hopefully we can stop this unconscious destruction of our planetary home, of our environment. Hopefully we can stop the ignorance that's causing people to not care. And not caring is simply being unconscious. So the only way we're going to change our world for the better is to become conscious of what we're doing every single day. And it's my way and to change our behavior, and you are invited to join me in this activity. I use the Kabbalah, which is a very organized approach to consciousness. Kabbalah is intertwined with the 78 cards of the tarot, and I help people to the immaculate approach, that using this approach is very highly organized, and I can only speak by experience and my personal experience, and the only way you're going to find out how accurate and wonderful it is to do it yourselves. Of course, being conscious is also being aware that we as human beings are opposites. We are positive, negative, we are male and female, we are good and evil. So in order to change our world for the better, we need to become balanced, not choosing good over evil, but becoming balanced between good and evil, creating a perfect, harmonious environment for ourselves spiritually, so that we can enjoy the perfect balance and harmony in our environment physically. So hopefully 2019 will, which is I guess this is my first time doing the Four Seasons calendar, completing the 21 years. So this is my first time entering another, I guess, so-called, another 21 years. I'm not sure how this vibration will continue, but to me, if the first 21 years is the spiritual level, then the second 21 years, beginning on excuse me. Excuse me. Beginning the second 21 years, I'm thinking that it's the intellectual level, the second 21 years. So it's the year, or it's the 21 years of perfectly understanding how it works. And so spiritual, I equate it with the East, which is to dare. So the beginning of anything, when you gotta dare yourself to take the challenge, to begin something new. And if you're not doing the Four Seasons calendar now, perhaps it'll be a good idea to challenge yourself to enter for your first time, to see how it is for you. If your life, if you have not experienced anything new, perhaps this is the time for you to begin your experience with the Four Seasons calendar. So, if you watch the Four Seasons calendar videos, which is 10 videos about 11 minutes long, you'll be able to understand how it works, even though it's I've created it about 2 years ago or 3 years ago. It's an onward thing, it's a continuous thing. The dates change year to year. but the concept every year is the same thing. And it's like your experiences in doing the vibrations of the Four Seasons calendar is like reading a book over and over again. And the more you read it, the more you learn. So the Four Seasons calendar is like the book, which is the book of life, which is your life. And so there's no other book I find more interesting than the book of you, your life. So I find it very revealing to understand how it works in my life. Everybody has their own perspective, their own way of seeing life. And with the Four Seasons calendar, you're able to see life in an organized manner and understand it your way, because you're doing it with your perspective. The vibrations will help us see life in a new way. I certainly have experienced life in a definitely interesting way by having been doing it now for 21 years and understanding the fact that we come from a background of programming where we've been programmed before we were born to accept the beliefs of our Illuminati government. If phrasing it in that way, Illuminati means enlightened. Well, the only way we can change society for the better is to become enlightened ourselves and to experience life from an enlightened level. It's because of our ignorance that we are destroying our own environment. Illuminati is not destroying our environment, we are. So they're just keeping us under their controlling program for their sakes, in order to create the new world order in their way. Well, we need to make the decision to create a new world order our way, which is the way of freedom for yourself, because only if you are enlightened can you be free. So there's so much involved with there's so much involved in change. And so as a society, we're changing from the age of Pisces, which is the age of religion, the age of deception, the age of imagination, whatever. If you understand the astrology, then you can understand life from an enlightened level. So we're leaving hopefully, as soon as we can, the age of Pisces and experiencing the age of Aquarius. But as far as that is concerned, we're not there yet. There's a lot of work we gotta do. But if you don't know what you're doing, chances are there will be no change in your life, let alone in your world. So it's up to us to become conscious, and it's up to us to change our world for the better. And so the Four Seasons calendar, I find, has all the elements of life. It'll introduce you to your own fears. It'll introduce you to the truth of how you feel about love, and help you experience love on a deeper level. And like I say, you can never know what I'm talking about until you actually experience it for yourself. So pretty much this is my my approach to introducing to you to become acquainted with the Four Seasons calendar, and especially become acquainted with yourself, which the Four Seasons calendar will help you to experience for yourself. So excuse me. So I invite you to join me as soon as you find out your vibrations on the day of butterfly. That'll be the beginning of your journey of deprogramming from out of your own ignorance into an enlightened being. So remember, there were two trees in the Garden of Eden. The idea is to transcend the tree of knowledge of good and evil and have the courage to partake of the tree of life, which is the Four Seasons calendar. And because the Kabbalah is in actuality the symbol of the tree of life, and if you live it like in the Four Seasons calendar, you'll see how it works in your life. So I invite you to accept this challenge. So watch the 10 videos called the Four Seasons Calendar, and you'll find out more. And so I leave you with these things and pray with you for a better world, and let's do something active together about it. And being on the same mental wavelength, the same spiritual vibrational level, if we are on the same spiritual vibrational level, then we can change our world for the better. However, there can only be change for the good if we're on the same vibrational level. If we're here, there, and everywhere, and still unconscious, we'll get nowhere. So I leave you with these few thoughts, and welcome to the age of Aquarius. The piano version from Simply Piano of the Four Seasons. And I'm gonna play it the way I think it should sound, but so anyway, all right, it's good enough. Anyway, so all I can say is the Four Seasons calendar is amazing. After 21 years experiencing the vibrations, and encourage you to look into it, challenge yourself to commit to saving our environment and to saving yourselves from corruption and unconsciousness. What I am attempting to do is, for the first time since I've been doing the Four Seasons calendar, is from the medicine cards, I'm going to lay out the pathway spread on the day of Bear, which is Saturday. Tomorrow, the 19th, is the day of Eagle, and Saturday is the day of Bear. I'm going to look into where the pathway spread is leading me, or where my life is leading me. And so to lay out the cards, I want to know where I'm at in my life, so I can better prepare for the day of butterfly next week, Wednesday, in a conscious manner, to lay out the butterfly spread in a conscious manner, and to better plan for a more successful year in 2019, beginning in the spring. So we'll see you on the day of bear and the day of butterfly. And I like doing the medicine cards because it keeps me in touch with nature and the animals that we are so carelessly killing. And so anyway, we can turn things around for the better. So God bless us all. And may we be more conscious of what we are doing with our lives. Until then, we'll see you.